values, the starting place. Why values? I'm gonna give you 3 reasons why if you actually focus on getting your values right before you jump into trying to grow your business, it allows everything to then get aligned. The first thing, most important, is values are focusing at who you want to be as opposed to what you want to do. And frankly, all money flows as a result of value. So if you're going, well, I don't have the value, I don't have the product, or I don't have the money, or I don't have the people. Well, you do have the fundamental core, which is free to get to begin with, which is your own values. It's what you stand for. And once you actually decide you're going to stand for something and you focus on who you're going to be, then all the right things start showing up aligned to that as well. Second thing, super important, is that if you actually are also focusing at how you are ascending a mountain of values where you're going, it raises your altitude as well. Think of this from the point of view that if you actually were at a high level, you see things from a very different place, and you also create attraction from a very different place as well. They're already seeing you as someone who's actually raising your standards, because as they say, unless you stand for something, you'll fall for anything. All right, and then the third element, which is the most important of all, is how do you make sure that if you are focusing at scaling a business, that your culture scales with it as well. Because values are the core of who you are, which is your character, but value is also at the core of your team, which is your culture. Think of character being what you do when other people aren't looking, and think of culture being what your team is doing when you're not looking. So many entrepreneurs, the biggest challenge they have is as they're trying to build a team, the team is not operating in a way the entrepreneur wants them to operate, or the culture of the company starts running away with itself and it becomes all about whoever is the loudest as opposed to whoever is the one who already is most aligned to the culture, because the culture was never defined in the first place. So the power of you creating your values early is it doesn't just allow you to know what you stand for, it makes it really easy for you to start scaling a team from 1 to 100 to 1,000 people within your company. And also, it makes it much easier for you to attract the right customers, so you don't end up with customers that you don't actually enjoy being around because they don't share your values in the first place.